Hey guys, what is up? It is True Bros this one here, and I just took a 10-second bite out of this video. And this is kind of new here. This is Guild Wars 2 gameplay, and about 5 months ago I started my Guild Wars 2 Let's Play, which I will probably be restarting in the near future. And pretty much how this has been going was, when the game first came out, I played it for about 2 weeks. It was a blast. Like, it was really fun. Then I kind of stopped because I started getting back into League of Legends and stuff like that. All those kinds of games, and I was enjoying those a lot. So I kind of put Guild Wars 2 in the corner. And after watching some recent videos, like Athene, I don't like the guy, but he posted a pretty good video on Guild Wars 2, and he's like, and the title was that Guild Wars 2, it's like, wait, ... Guild Wars 2 is actually good, ? And I watched it, and I was like, yeah, of course it is, but he kind of said that this game has like a code implemented into it that is so hard to understand that that you need to play it a lot in order to really have the most out of it. And he said it took him until he got to like level 80 and got all his armor and stuff again, a second time, until he really started to fall in love with this game. And that's slowly what's happening to me. I've kind of put League of Legends in the corner right now. I'm definitely still playing it, don't worry. I play like still a game a day, but unless I'm busy, of course. But you know, that video gave me just gave me the motivation to start playing this game again, and I've been loving it. Right here is some structured PvP gameplay. Pretty much this is like the very first time I've ever played it, so go easy on me. I'm not the best, but I don't even know if I die in this. Like I did decent, I think. But anyways, today, 2 minutes in, I'm finally gonna get to the topic. Today we are talking about Guild Wars 1 nostalgia. So I was a pretty avid player of Guild Wars 1, and I loved the game. Like, that game was so good. And if you guys are like really big fans of Guild Wars 2, and you're maybe getting tired of it because of the lack of end game, and you want to wait till they maybe release expansion, which will be hopefully coming out, all you have to do is get Guild Wars. I don't believe much people play it anymore, but it would still be really good. You could get it for like, I believe, $30 for all 3 games. Like, you have the normal Guild Wars 2, and then you have the 2 expansion packs, and like a whole bunch of extra crap for like $2. I mean, not $2. $2 would be a massive steal. But for $30, and yeah, pick it up because it is a really good game, and you might get some moments in the game where you're like, hey, I remember this place in Guild Wars 2. Like, these are the same place. Awesome, you know? And so today I have came up with a list of 3 things that I want ArenaNet to bring into this game, maybe in the next DLC or patch or whatever. But I want these 3 things in. So I'm firstly gonna start off with a profession. So in Guild Wars 2, with each expansion they added 2 new professions, and I thought that was awesome. I thought that was a great idea. So in their first expansion, they added the Assassin and the Paragon, I believe. No, the Assassin and the Ritualist. And pretty much what both expansions happened was that one of them sucked and the other one was amazing. In this one, the Assassin was, of course, amazing. But that's not neither of those I want to bring back, because there's the Thief already for the Assassin. But in Nightfall, the second expansion, there was 2 other ones. There was the Paragon, which was the crappy one, and then the Dervish. The Dervish was so sick. I freaking love the Dervish. It was like the most fun profession I've ever played as the Dervish. Like it was a really good profession, and I really enjoyed it. So I really want them to bring that back. And Guild Wars ArenaNet kind of already explained of how they're not gonna bring that back, but I would think it'd be a good idea because they said they're not going to be adding any new professions, which I think in DLC, you know, one new profession, everybody would like it. It would be really cool as long as you balance it enough. So my second point here is letting friends join your missions. Now, this one I'm not too informed on, not that much at all actually, but what I've seen, Guild War, ArenaNet was talking about how you could take your friends into your story mode missions and they could help you out and kind of go with your story a little bit. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, that's not in the game. And I'm gonna get into something even bigger after this. You know, okay, it's not in the game, that's cool. But what if that was in the game? I kind of just think of bringing runs back. In Guild Wars 1, there was something called like a run error, like where someone would build their character to bypass all the enemies, get to the objective, and in Guild Wars 1, when one person got to the objective, everybody got it. So let's say there's a town far off in the distance, it's a big battle to get to it, you could just pay a runner with a really good build to just go to that town, and you will automatically have that town to fast travel to now. And I thought that aspect is really great. Obviously, that's impossible to implement in Guild Wars 2. But if they allowed people to go into each other's missions, and let's say there was a really hard mission, I haven't really encountered any really hard missions yet in Guild Wars 2, but there's bound to be one that's like really hard and I just can't beat. You could pay people to go in and literally run it for you while you just stand there. And I think, you know, it sometimes sounds cheap because you're not really experiencing it for yourself. Maybe if the personal story was actually really hard, you could implement it in. But I just thought, I loved runs. Like, I remember the last mission, the freaking last mission of Guild Wars Prophecies, that's the very first game. I got it ran for me because I could not do it. I was just like, I tried all day, I tried yesterday and all day, and I just couldn't beat it. I was like, why is it so hard? With an 8-people party, we couldn't beat it. But then there was some guy who's like, yeah, I'll run it for free. So I'm like, sure, yeah, sure, let's try it. I knew, I had it in my heart that he wasn't gonna do it. I knew he wasn't. But he did. And I was like, what the hell? He ran it. He ran it. He beat the final boss. He soloed everything. And it was a really hard mission with mini bosses and everything. And he soloed it. What the hell? Like, I was just mind blown. I've tried like 32 times to beat this mission in 2 days. And then you just come along and do it for free. And the guy was accepting donations. And guess what? I gave him every penny I had in my inventory. I gave him every little bit of platinum. And because I wasn't that good at the game, I didn't have that much. I only gave him like 2 platinum. But that's all I had. And I was like, dude, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it was awesome. And, you know, bringing runs back or some kind of thing that you could implement them in would be pretty cool, I think. And it would give us a way to make money and kind of make the economy and trade. Blah, blah, blah. But the third one, what was it? The third one was not running or dervish. It was, I don't know if I remember actually. I should have wrote these down. But anyways, let's see if I think about it. Okay, I remember now, and I can't believe I forgot. But the third thing is Drork's Forge, and if you guys don't know what that is, in Guild Wars 2, it was an iconic running location. Pretty much what you would do, you'd be in a level 10 town, and on one side of the town, you'd go out that way, there'd be level 10 monsters. On the other side, there'd be level 24 monsters, which was higher than the max level in the game. And you're just, what the hell? So one curious guy one day decided, I'm gonna follow this path. And it was a massive path with and it was like pretty much 5 maps split all the way down Shiver Peaks. Then at the end, there was a town called Drorknarg's Forge or whatever. I forget what it's called, but I know it's called Drork's in short. And it had max armor, so you could literally get max armor at level 10 if you wanted, if you got a run there and had enough to buy the maximum strength armor. And I loved that town. Like, that town and the frickin' way to, and the run to get to it. Like, I would literally just sit in that place, in the town that starts the run, and I would literally sit there for like 30 minutes, just waiting for someone to say that they're running it for free. And then, even though I already have the town on my mini-map, I will just go with the run. And some people might be like, oh, that's mean, man. You gotta save it for other people. But I really like just watching people run it, because I wanted to learn how to run myself. But anyways, I know it's impossible to implement into Guild Wars 2 because there's no more small dwarfs anymore, except Ogden Stone Healer, who was a hero in Guild Wars 2. But it's owned by the Dredge, and I would like you guys to add something into the map, like Jorknarg's Forge runes, and like kind of a rune of the city that's run by the Dredge, and it would just be really cool. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys like some more Guild Wars content, subscribe. If you guys want League of Legends content, subscribe. If you guys want any content, subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace out!